Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Easy Learning with RP. Myself Rakesh Patel. In today's video, we are going to dive into a super handy VBA macro that allows you to select a folder from your computer and automatically list all the files within that folder in an Excel sheet. If you are working with a large number of files, this macro can save ton of your time. So let's jump right into it. Now let's get into writing the VBA code. First thing, let's make a design so we can have some information like directory path. We are going to have a directory path somewhere here, and the information will be put over here. It's like C colon slash so and so so and so. Okay, so we will have the directory path over here and the file list below that. File list. Okay, below this from the cell range A4 we will have all the file names under this. Okay, let's open VBA editor by pressing Alt F11 from your keyboard or going through the developer tab Visual Basic. Okay, first we will start by creating a new module by right clicking on the project, insert module. This will open a module 1 over here. We can create our macros in the right hand side. I will pin this on two side window so we can have side by side understanding. Okay, so in module 1 we are going to create two macros. Okay, one macro that will open a dialog box and allow us to select the path for the from the directory, and another macro that will list all the files from this particular path. So let's create a subroutine. Sub, let me try with select folder. Okay, and another subroutine with the name get file list. And we can assign this to the buttons when we create over here, or we can even create right now. Going to design, insert, going through this button, and if we select and drag it out, it will open a pop-up window where we can assign this thing. For example, select folder. Okay, we can rename the title also, select folder, and one another. Okay, this will for the get files. Okay, and we are renaming it get file list. Okay, right now if we click on this button, nothing is going to happen because we did not write anything over here. For example, if we say message box hello from select folder, and if we click, okay, it is calling this subroutine, right? So we can, it is working fine. Now let's write our VBA macro. I will walk you through each part of the code so you can understand what's happening on every step. First of all, we will work for the select folder part. Okay, so we can have at least the directory information from this macro. First of all, we will declare a variable name folder dialog like dime folder dialog. You can name it anything. I am using folder dialog as a type file dialog. Okay, this is an object building tool in Excel that allows user to select file or folders. You can use this whenever you need a prompt. For example, when we click file import and something, this dialog box is getting open. Okay, so this dialog box is coming with this property. Okay, now we are setting this for allowing to only select the folder, not the file. So we will write set folder dialog equal to application dot file dialog, and then we need to pass it out a property that will say that you have to only select the folder. Okay, this one. If you select this, it will allow the file, and we are allowing the folder only. Okay, bracket complete. Next, when a user select a folder, we have to put the folder path and store it to the cell A2 on sheet 1. For example, sheet 1, because our sheet name is sheet 1, dot range, in which cell we are going to write A2, right? We are going to put our path into A2. Value equal to folder dialog dot selected item. But before assigning this value, we need to have the dialog open. So before this line, we need to put one additional line named as folder dialog dot show. Okay. When we put this thing, it will allow us to open that particular folder. Okay. The error because we did not select anything. So let's fix it out first. We can put it like this: if folder dialog show equal to -1, then okay, and we can put an exclamation mark or something like that with the for um, information. Okay, and exit. Okay, so we have handled that if user did not select and cancel that thing, it will prompt the message that folder not selected, like that. Let's click it, and if I cancel it, it shows no folder selected. So the exercise is like that: if you select some folder, for example, I have selected this folder and clicked OK, so you will see that it prompts the path over here at the cell A2, that whatever the path is selected, you can select anything, for example download. Okay, see, now this function is working very fine. Now let's come to the second part of the VBA code, that we are going to list all the files over here. So in this particular macro, we are going to write some code. You can write with me. Initially, we are going to create some variables. You can follow me. These three variables are going to have a different activities. First variable, folder path. We are going to store a value from this A2 cell. File name, to get each file name from the particular folder. For example, in the download, if there are 10, 50, whatever number of files are there, we will get each and every file name through loop in this variable. And row, number of each file we will count in that worksheet to list it out. Okay. Next, we will set first of all the folder path. Okay. So in this particular variable, we have the path of this value. Okay, whatever the folder path is selected, it will prompt here. For example, if we message path, you can see, okay, this is the path that it is showing. If we select some another folder, it will show that folder path. Next, we need to check whether the folder path ends with a backslash. If it does not, it appends one to the end. This ensures the path is in the correct format to list the file from that particular folder. So how we can do that? We will check it out. If write of folder path from 1 last value is not equal to slash, then what we are going to do, we will add that slash. Okay, and if it is there, no issue. Next, we initiate the row for the counter where we are going to start it. Okay, our row is going to start with the fourth position in a cell. So we have created variable row equal to 4. Following line of code will help to get us the first file from that particular directory. Write with me: file name equal to directory folder path and sign star dot star. Okay, this line of code will filter out the first file name and put it out over here. You can change star with anything, for example star.txt if you only require the text file, for example xls x file, excel files, whatever you want. Right now I am putting star because we need to filter out all the files in that particular folder. You can change accordingly. Now we are going to have a loop over here that will check one by one the file name in the particular directory. If the file name exists, it will continue to loop it out. Write with me. Do while file name not equal to blank. And in between this, we will write our two line of code where the file name will be added to this sheet. First of all, we already have the file name, so we will put in that cells of row comma 1. Okay, you can write cells of row or sheet 1 dot cells of row dot value equal to file name. We already have the file name over here, so there won't be possibility that it is a blank. In case it is blank, we don't need to run the loop. So the first file will be added over here at the row position 4 in the column number 1. Okay, next we need to move for the next. That for that line we will write name equal to dir. That's it. This dir function will automatically read the next file in that particular path, and we will increment row equal to row plus 1. So the next row, it will add the name to the next row. At the end of this code, we will message that all the files have been listed. So let's try this code now. We already have selected download folder, and we just need to click over here. Let's see what happens. Hooray! We have all the files in the particular folder in this list. Okay, let's change it out to something else. For example, images or picture folder, and click OK. Get we get the files. But here what happened? We have this old file list because we did not clear the value. So before printing these values, we need to clear it out. So let's do code over here. Before adding a row, we will clear the previous one. Data. Let's see what these three rows are. The first row will select the starting cell, that is a A4, and the next row will go till the last content value, that is A47, and will be selected. The next third row will clear out the content. So before adding this file to the path, it will clear everything and start again. Let's click and check it out. See, it has selected all the path till this and then rewrite it again. Okay, if we select something again, for example, again download, okay, and get it, it will select up to here only. You can see, okay, though that means we have selected up to the portion that we require, and then automatically clean out. So hopefully this video is useful to you, and maybe you can able to. So there you have it, a quick and easy VBA macro to select a folder and list all the files in the directory. This technique can super useful for organizing your files or when you need to perform further analysis on them. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more VBA tips, Excel tips and programming tutorials. Also drop a comment below if you have any question or need help with your own project. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.